Greetings, I'm Dave Gilmore, and this is Design Intelligence. We were recently at an event where the theme was business transformation empowered through data and digital optimization. Central to the two-day event was the role of leadership to actualize the noted transformation. From the beginning to end, leadership's role is to stay in it, learning along the way, asking curious questions, and being a part of the team, not apart from the team. The role of leadership is essentially a centrally postured position. Effective leaders manage their priorities and calendars to maintain this centrality. It's when the calendar gets so packed that it's managing the leader rather than the other way around that leadership is drawn out of the center and into the peripheries of the seemingly disconnectedness of secondary uselessness. Caught in this morass, leaders lose the point of leadership, and the organization feels it. I know this firsthand. My role at Design Intelligence requires me to stay in it, to lead from the center, the middle of the organization. My job is to emanate the transformation we're focused upon so that it becomes functionally contagious. But my schedule is crazy sometimes. The phone calls and text, the emails, the meeting invitations, the legitimate push and pull from my partners and employees, all of this can draw me away from the center where I'm most effective. Let me correct that statement. None of these things draw me away. It's me who loses focus and gets my priorities out of order. What defocuses you from the centered place you should be in as a leader? Another illustration might help. I was visiting a leader several weeks ago whose firm is a member of the Design Futures Council. We had a great catch-up and then got down to business. Over the years, Design Intelligence has supported this firm with direction, advice, and leadership support, and we've watched them transform from a strong, centralized organization to a globally decentralized design powerhouse. The choreography between those leading the business of design and those doing the work of design was carefully rehearsed over a long period to ensure both extraordinary design outcomes and elevated bottom-line results. This is perhaps one of the most difficult challenges any design-centric organization has to address. As we began working through our agenda, I was struck by the scatteredness this leader was expressing in language, body movements, and shortened attention span as they kept bringing new themes and topics into the conversation. It was almost frenetic, and our dialogue began to feel unnatural to the point of, awkward. I paused for an equally awkward stretch to hopefully reset the tone, and he noted it. With a somewhat sheepish smile, he said, I've done it again. I'm all over the place, aren't I? I'm so sorry, Dave. My partners have been harping on me that I've been scattered to the loss of the primary agenda. I responded, Well, it's good to have partners who risk telling us what we don't see, isn't it? So this seeming scatteredness, what's happening inside of you when you get in that place? What are you feeling or seeing that shifts you into that mode? He responded, There's far too much to do in any given day that any single leader or team of leaders can accomplish. I feel like we're falling further and further behind and disappointing our key stakeholders, the employees, consultants, and partners who rely on us. All I can see is the growing list of to-dos, and so I kick in and try to knock as many of the items off the list as possible before more get added. Ever feel that way? Time is perhaps the most precious commodity ever invented by humans, and there's only so much of it allocated to our 24-hour construct, known as a day. Once past, it's gone, and then a new one begins. One after another, until suddenly, sometimes known but quite often unanticipated, it all ends. The most effective leaders operate within the awareness of waning time and prioritize accordingly. Refuse to wade into the mire of deprioritized activities. Remember your role and prioritize around that. Delegate to your team the items central to their roles. Be the leader who remains focused and aware. What kind of leader are you? Until next time, I'm Dave Gilmore, and this is Design Intelligence.